Golf's return to the Olympics has been great for the sport. We can only hope Brazil reaps similar benefits from it. Once competition closes on the Olympic golf course, it will be given an official name and open to the public. Access to golf for the masses in Brazil is limited, but critical to giving youth opportunity. It was born hundreds of years ago in the sand dunes of Scotland, beginning as a grand game of kings and queens molded to the island's peculiar beauties and character. But golf was destined to become so much more. A sport of the people, an industry worth billions, a pastime to be embraced by the world. That's why the game belongs back on sport's biggest stage, and why it's fitting that this stage is next emerging in a city like Rio de Janeiro, a city of 11 million people and just 2 private courses.
You don't have public golf courses, so the access to the courses are very difficult. So that's, I believe, the reason the sport's not popular here.
It's a concern that the R&A has been working to address for nearly a decade, before Rio was even named as the Olympic host city. The mission has been constant throughout: bring the game of golf to the people of Brazil. And the mission can be witnessed on the outskirts of Rio, in the small town of Japeri. Here, work is hard to come by, and those that do have it leave for the city early and return home late, which leaves the children of Japeri exposed to any number of difficulties.
Japeri is a very poor municipality, the poorest in the whole state of Rio. There are very few jobs here, very few people are employed. So the children are here on their own, literally, going to school, maybe playing in the streets, yes.
O dia já não tá tão boa, porque como a violência veio muito para a cidade de Japeri. E hoje em dia tá meio difícil, né, de viver lá, porque tem muitos bandidos na cidade e fica difícil de sair. Mas também é uma cidade que não tem muitas oportunidades.
It can be hard to fathom that Japeri is just about 50 miles from the Gavia Golf and Country Club along Rio's Atlantic coast, one of those 2 private courses in the city.
Japeri is the first public golf course in the whole of Brazil, here in the state of Rio. So we formalized the golf school, hired the instructors. Now we have a booming project with 120 kids all going to public school in the area. This is a great chance at a better life.
Probably the best example in the world, actually, of a golf project doing such good for an underprivileged area. And it's been running for quite some years now, and we've been delighted to support it financially and with some advice throughout the time.
Meet Felipe Gomez. Felipe never would have discovered the game without the Japeri Golf program. But every day after school, he makes the journey through town to play.
E ele já com seus 3 aninhos, ele já começava a ir para lá e já começou a bater bola, adorava brincar lá.
The wonderful thing about Felipe, he's got this charming personality. Everything's happy for him. He loves to play golf, he loves to dance, he likes to sing. Everything's good for him.
Christian Barcelos joined the program at age 12. Already, it's transformed his young life.
He learned a lot from this program. As you said, he's a very self-confident young man. He's taken full advantage of everything we have to offer him.
Meio rápido assim no começo. Aí minha mãe já começou a me incentivar bastante. Aí foi uma coisa assim que eu acho que se eu não tivesse golfe na minha vida, eu não sei o que seria de mim.
They are but a few stories of the impact that Japeri Golf program has already had, of the success that the R&A has achieved. From the birthplace of golf, there is a pledge to grow the sport. Here is where possibility lives. Here, where the future of the game plays.
Okay. Obrigado.
And did you see the swings those kids have? There is some untapped talent in Brazil. Just imagine how much has passed us by over the years because children simply do not have access. Well, hopefully this can change. For more on this project, let's get it back to Rio de Janeiro and Rich Lerner, joined by a special guest. Rich?
Kelly, thank you. I'm with Vicky White and some of the youngsters from Japeri. Vicky, the founder of the Public Golf Association of Japeri. We saw her in that feature. Vicky, wonderful to see you.
Nice to meet you.
And congratulations on just the amazing work you've done. Why don't you introduce us to the youngsters here?
Sure. This is Breno, who is amongst the two top golfers that we have here in the state of Rio. Victoria is number one in the junior golf ranking here. Tuani is number 4 in national ranking. Christian
saw Christian. He's a star.
Is a star. And Thiago is first in state ranking of the under 15-year-olds.
Phenomenal. We see what golf has been able to do with Christian. Breno here, scholarship to the university here in Brazil because of golf, is that right?
Yes, Breno's been one of the best kids here in the state of Rio ever since he was little. And through the golf program developed by the Rio Federation, he obtained a scholarship at a local university. He's studying engineering, all through golf.
All because of golf and
all
coming out of
golf.
Of abject poverty. Yeah.
Abject poverty. His mother is a cleaner in somebody's house in Rio, and his father is an unemployed painter.
They were out as standard bearers on the golf course this week. What's that experience been like?
They're having the most wonderful time. They all love golf so much. And
we all do.
We all love golf. That's why we're here. And just having them, I offered them the opportunity. They jumped at it. I could only bring a few of them because we need to have the ones who have experience with golf. They've had the most wonderful time. They're meeting players. The players are giving them golf balls, autographing caps. They're having amazing experiences watching the people, you know, their drills, their setups. They've learned a lot and they're loving it.
The youngsters do not speak English, Portuguese,
no.
The native language here, but we're speaking the same language, or the language of the game of golf. How do you think the Olympics, being here in Rio de Janeiro, will help to grow the sport across the country?
I think the Olympics are going to be fantastic for golf, not just in Brazil, but in the whole of South America. So far, golf has been a sport only for the elite because of the lack of public golf courses. We have Japeri, which is a smaller version, and now we have this wonderful course here, which will be open to the public shortly. And we've had so many people out here in the men's event last week and the women's event the last few days who have never had any experience before with golf, and they're loving it. They just can't wait. I think it's going to have a very positive experience.
You've worked with these youngsters. What does it do for children, the values and so many other facets?
You know, it doesn't have to be golf, but children need a sport. They need the dedication, the discipline, the team spirit, the politeness, the little bit of everything that practically any sport will teach you. And in this case, my sport is golf, so this is what I can offer them. And they're learning so much from it. They are appreciating the fact that this is a possibility. This might be their only chance in life to have a better life, to leave their lives of abject poverty and step up in the world, maybe have a proper career.
We have some parachuters in the bunch here too, right? We may see someone from this group in the Olympic Games down the road. We never know, 2020 or 2024. Wouldn't that be nice?
2020 is a little soon, but it'd be really nice. We're always allowed to dream, aren't we?
Vicky, thank you so much. Congratulations on the incredible work you're doing in Japeri.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thiago, nice job. Way to go. That's what the Olympic Games really are all about. Growing the sport in places like Brazil and in India. And we'll bring you that story as we continue live from the Olympics in just a moment. Wave high.